Hello everybody and welcome back to AgSkies2. In between episodes I went through and got quite a few full safari nets just in case I need to spawn and deal with a bunch of mobs for anything. Creepers, skeletons, blizzes, witch, spider, angry zombies. I didn't find a regular zombie. I'm not sure if that's just bad luck or if they don't spawn. Cow, sheep, pig, chicken, and then 2 extras in case I miscounted, basically. But anyway, in case I find something else that I want to spawn and take care of. So now that begs the question, what's next? So I've got a few unclaimed rewards that I'm going to take care of. Just things that happened in between episodes. I went ahead and built the item router from Router Reborn. Not currently planning on using it unless I build some kind of big like barrel wall. Right now I'm just using the barrels kind of on the pipeline, but hey, we've got it in case we want it. I think that's the only one from that one. There were 3. There we go. It's the mobs. So I also I loaded the pigs into the auto spawner and killed them. Get some spicy mustard pork as a reward. And it wanted me to kill 1 sheep, so I did that. And I'll get some mutton. So we kill some zombies for the next quest. And something in the nether. I'm not going to worry about that right now. What I want to do in this episode is get Thaumcraft going. Thaumcraft it's a really interesting mod. It's not my favorite. I know a lot of people really like it. I tend to like the Tinker's Construct and the machine-based things, right? Thermal and all that, but Thaumcraft is fun too. So this episode is getting started with Thaumcraft. Probably just going to do a kind of a run through Thaumcraft aspects real quick. I'm gonna use a guide for that. I've got a cheat sheet on another monitor, just because I never can remember the right order of things. I'll post the link to that. It's available. And so that's the plan for this episode. Let me put away these items that I just got and get that going. So I'm just going to put actually, I'll leave it up here at the side. And then these 2 food items I will put in the food chest, just because I'm not really using them. Oh, also made this guy a golden bag of holding. It basically gives you a portable inventory. To make one, a chest, some gold, and some wool and a diamond, and you've basically got a portable extra inventory. Wasn't sure if I was going to need that or not, but I went ahead and built it. Okay, so I'm thinking about this area over here kind of being, I'm going to build a building to house kind of the Thaumcraft area, and I'm going to put the blood magic area on top of it. I saw that in I think it was a video series from Purple Mentat. I'll link to it in the description. But I saw that concept and I liked it, so I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to build that right now. What I want to do right now is get the very beginnings of Thaumcraft, to get a wand, a Thaunomicon, and a few other things. So to get a Thaunomicon, I need to click a bookshelf with a wand. To get a wand, I need to put iron caps on a wooden stick. and we'll go from there. So, to get an iron-capped wooden wand, stick and iron caps. To make iron caps, I put iron nuggets around like so. I'm going to need 2 of those. Let's make sure we get that. Oh, outstanding. I can just claim the iron-capped wooden wand. Here I get an iron-capped wooden wand, a node in a jar, a great wood sapling, and either another iron-capped wooden wand or a reward bag. Well, I can always make another one if I want one, so let me select the reward bag. Yay. Oh, the wand is full too. Cool. The node and jar is... it has everything. Very cool. Great wood sapling, that's useful. And a basic reward bag, which gives me some beef jerky. Not great, but hey, whatever. Just for right now, so I don't have to search for everything, I'm going to put all Thaumcraft related items right there. I'm not going to spit that node in a jar out yet until I absolutely need it. One thing to note about the iron-capped wands, they can totally drain a node and damage them. That's bad. We don't want to do that because I don't want to have to go find new nodes, which are probably way down near the void, if they even exist at all. Anyway, next thing I need is a Thaumcraft, which means I need a bookshelf. I need to tap a bookshelf with a wand. I need 3 books and some planks to do it. 1, 2. Of course, I don't have quite enough blank patterns or paper. Let's toss some of that in. Have I mentioned that I really, really love the ability to use AE with NEI to just make stuff like that and not have to worry about dragging things around? I thought I may have mentioned that. Alright, so get our bookshelf, hit it with the wand, right click, and now I have a Thaumcraft. The Thaumcraft has basically everything related to Thaumcraft in it. You can go to the different tabs: agromancy, basic information, thaumaturgy, alchemy, artifice, gallimancy, automagy, exastris, Thaumcraft, some of the stuff I haven't seen before. Apocrypha. Incidentally, I'm probably going to mispronounce things like mad. That's okay. If anybody wants to tell me how to pronounce it, that's great. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just go with it. So lots and lots and lots of stuff in here. Okay, the items that are flashing, you can basically pay to research. The items that are solid, you already have. So how you discover things, research. Incidentally, everything that's available in the mod is documented in here somewhere, at least as far as I've been able to tell. I am not going to read all the entries. I would highly recommend that you go build yourself a Thaumcraft and read it. Aspects of magic, this is important because right now we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 the primal aspects. This episode's going to be about expanding that substantially. We can't really explore the world and examine blocks, but we can get a thaumometer. Thaumometer is gotten with shards, ingots, and glass. These shards, I'm going to have to remember how to get them. This is all about combining aspects and research, and wow, there's a lot of stuff in here, right? Anyway, first thing we've got to do is find some shards. I don't think I have any right now. No shards. What does air-infused dust? Okay. Feed it, basically hammer on a sandstone slab and get that. Hammer on ice to get a water shard. Hammer on grass, etc. I'm trying to find something that I have a lot of. Stone slabs. TNT. Actually, the easiest thing will be to I need a hammer. Let's make a diamond hammer because that's what it showed, and that's easy to get. And let's just go get some earth shards over here, hopefully. And this is really just about making my thermometer. I should have gotten some dirt. Not there. Alright, grass will grow on that in a few minutes, and we'll repair the lawn. Let's grab some gold ingots. We have our 2 shards, and we need a piece of glass. And I've got to go look. Can I do that in a regular crafting table? Done on a workbench, yes. There's another workbench that we're going to have to build to do some things, but for this, we get a thermometer. The thermometer lets us look at the world. You right-click and scan things, and you gain research points. So by scanning a torch, we learned about lux, which is an aspect. A few aspects of magic, right? Air, aqua, and ignis. We now know about lux, which is air plus ignis. Okay, also order of Purito and Terra, the primals. As we learn new aspects, they're going to show up here. The number here indicates the number of research points we have in that aspect. Each of these areas, for example, research expertise, requires 3 ordo and 2 aspects that we haven't learned yet. So in this episode, really my major goal is to learn all the aspects. So the torches are the first thing that I wanted to scan. The next things, I'm going to toss more stuff in here. Going to get, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the sword handy just in case I need it. I'm going to keep my thermometer out, thermomicon on me, and I'm going to free up the rest of my hotbar for items to scan. So first thing I'm going to do is scan some coal. I'm going to scan a grass block, trapdoor, and again I will link the thing that I'm using. I've got a chest. Alright, so that gets me Potentia and gets me some more Ignis. Ooh. So you right-click to scan things. For things that open or activate with right-click, shift and right-click, you can scan them. To understand this, you need to study crystals. Okay. I'm going to scan a grass block now. You need to study crystals. Okay, I don't know what that means. Yay! Something new to learn. Alright, I'm going to go read some Thaumcraft entries and figure out what that is about, and we'll be back. See if we can scan trapdoors. You need to study plants. Okay, I'm gonna be back in a bit. Right, I'm back. One thing we're gonna need to do is build a table. I think I figured out the problem. We're gonna need slabs and planks. We're going to need 2 of these, and also going to need an ink if I've read this correctly. And I will eventually put these in my, or perhaps not. Oh, I need maybe scribing tools. Glass file, clay, glass. Let's just do a glass bottle of feather and ink. To make ourselves some scribing tools. There we go. So that created a structure, a multi-block structure called a research table where we can combine aspects. We need to combine aqua and terra to get Victus, and we also need to combine air and aqua to get Tempestus, just because they're apparently really difficult to get at. But now, excellent, we learned about Herba, and let's see, were we able to scan coal? Yes, so while you're in this interface, you hit Shift, and it will tell you the scanned aspects. The trapdoor. And we learned about arbor and motus. That's useful. Now we want a chest. To study crystals. Okay. I have no idea if this is what it means or not, but let's get one of each of our non-pure crystals. Okay. Apparently I didn't get the charged one scanned. There we go. need to study man. Okay. Let's see if I can get vacuous by studying a bowl. There we go. That's what I wanted, vacuous. And then glass block for vitreous. I've got one over here. Let's just see if I can scan. Okay. And then a potion. Let's scan through the potions to get a few things. I'm going to end up spending a lot of time just running around scanning things. Oh, the sliver of earth I got from turning in the quest for getting a thermometer, and oh, it didn't detect my table. There we go. Just toss that in there. Excellent. So let's get these potions down. And I think, yeah, scanning them are going to give me lots of aspects. Oh. Need to study tools to get that one. Alright, well, we will come back to it. Okay, that one we need to study tools. Not quite sure. My ticker's a little behind, so there's something that I'm missing to study those. It's okay. Still learned a lot, so we will hold these up here as things we can't scan yet. Don't think I can scan. Oh, I can scan that. Great. Nothing can be learned from this. Lots of nothing can be learned from this. Okay. Anyway, we got our Mortis and a Precantatio from that. Now let's go find some animals and see if we can scan them. Actually, let's do that from the top. Less chance of them escaping that way. Now the important bit here is for me to not fall in. I think that that would be highly amusing for some people, but not for me. And so I would enjoy avoiding that. Okay, I can't study the sheep. I think... Is it a chicken that I can study? And... I thought I had a chicken in there. Okay, well, let's head downstairs and get a chicken. Because I have one in a safari net. There's a chicken. Now, just me being, you know, a little paranoid. I'm going to build something to contain him. There we go. And then I get my chicken back. I'm going to need to get another chicken and breed them at some point. But for right now, I really just wanted his aspects. So now we've got that. Let's find some soul sand. So I'm going to scan it both in item form. Okay, it doesn't do anything different, but I understand that some things do, so it's worth checking. Next up, we need paper and rotten flesh. Corpus humanus, cognito. Let's get some bread, some flint, and some obsidian. Oh. Let's just try some wheat. I guess I can't look for it that way. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to grab a flint tool and see if that gets me anything extra. Nothing we learned. So we learned about femmes, instrumentum, tenebrae. Good times. And I think that handles most of my prerequisite blocks. So if we look now at the research table, you can see quite a few aspects in here, with quite a few more to go. So if we look over here, I don't think it tells you. Yeah, it just tells you about the ones you know about, which, you know, is quite a few at this point, but still more to go. So I'm going to prepare a couple things and be back in a few minutes. Right, had to quickly set up my glacial precipitator to get a couple things that I needed. So let's get back to it. So one thing I've noticed, I need to scan a hopper to get lots of neat stuff. Lucrum, Talum, Permutatio, which is great. And then with a snow block, I should get Gellum. And I think that covers most of what are considered the tier 2 aspects. So let's eat a little something while I get ready for the next group. Let's see. There we go. Do a spider eye. Some raw food. An ender pearl. And some slime. And see if that will get me a few more things. Census. Learned about ITER. Lemus. And nothing can be learned from this. Alright, so that's got a few more items. Let's see if I can scan these at this point. Nothing can be learned from this, which is different from you need something different. Okay, now I've got a few more things. Alright, so those potions are now done. I'm going to put them back on the potion shelf. And I'll be back in just a minute to work some more on which aspects I still need to scan. I've got to go find which ones have been scanned and figure out which ones are still missing. Alright, next up, I've got a couple that would be really difficult to scan, so I'm going to just use research for them. So if we combine air and Precantatio magic, we should get Aurum, which is right there. And then if we combine, is it Perdito? Yeah, Perdito with magic gets Vitum, right? Taint. And then we also need to go get a zombie brain. I know I had some. Let's just do a skeleton skull for it. I really did think I had some a zombie brain around here. Anyway, that got us, well, it was cool to get green stained clay to scan, but I really need that to get Ex Animus. Awesome. Alright, so that's the next set of things, and back in a minute, trying to get all these done in one episode. Right, got just a couple more that I found were not quite in there yet. So by scanning an iron pickaxe, we learn about Perfodio, a vanilla crafting table will get me Fabrico, a pair of shears. We'll learn about Meto, wool, and we get Panis. And Invar should be able to give us Tutamen. That is great. And if I have managed to do that correctly, then all of the vanilla aspect, well, no, not vanilla, all of the basic aspects from the package are there from Thaumcraft. Now, I believe we also have we have Forbidden Magic installed. We have a few other mods. So again, I will put this stuff in here. But if we combine Thumbs and Vacuous, right? That gets us a new thing called Glutea. Is that right? Gula. And then Iter and Precantatio. Not Iter. Ignis and Precantatio gets me a new thing called Infernimus, or the Nether. There we are. And then Vacuous plus Volatus gets us Superbia. Right, Pride, Arrogance, Disdain. We can scan a bed to get something. Decidia, perhaps. And we can combine, let's see, what are we combining? Corpus plus Thumbs to get Luxuria. Yeah, Luxuria plus Desire Excess. Alright, so quite a few additional things to do. We will combine Thumbs with Census to get NVIDIA, and Ignis with Tellum to get Ira. And that should be all of Forbidden Magic. If, again, I've read everything correctly. Do we have Greg Tech? Doesn't look like it. Okay. And pretty sure we have Magic Bees. Oh yes, we definitely have Magic Bees. So let's combine Vacuous and Ordo. Not Panis. Ordo with Vacuous to get Tempest. That's all I can see for Magic Bees. Let's see if we have. We don't have the Elysium, and we have Thalmic. Okay, I don't think we can do any of the others. Let's see if Aliens plus mortis gets us anything. Doesn't look like it gave us anything interesting. Okay, so I think that is it, and that's going to do it for this episode. So what we've done, just as a reminder, we've gone through, and if you look at our aspects of magic now, we have a whole ton of aspects. Now, we're a little limited in the number of research points we have for things, but we should be able to kind of walk around and scan things, and if it's at all registered with Thaumcraft, we'll be able to pick up lots of research points from different types of blocks. So in between episodes, I am going to research lots and lots and lots of things. Right? All the things. Or at least try. Doesn't look like we can learn anything from that. Right, each type of block, whoa, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, so you can see each type of thing can potentially give you additional research points. And while they're not getting us new aspects necessarily, we're at least getting research points that we can use to combine in the research table to get things. And I think that's going to do it. In between episodes, I'm going to scan a bunch, and I'm probably going to get started on the new room/building for all the Thaumcraft stuff. And thanks for watching. See you next time.